So all this time I have been muted. I've been running out my mouth and I have been muted. I have been muted. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. And I'm glad I caught it. So I'm going to rewind this back because I was running up my mouth. I was talking about astrology and how I'm starting to learn astrology and the connections that I'm making with a book that I've been reading. And oh my goodness. Well, let me just say, welcome back to Black Girls Read. I'm Indigenous Rican Bruja, and I am taking you on my personal journey, my astrology journey. So I was running up my mouth while my mic was on mute, and yeah, so I was saying so much. But basically, I was saying that um, I've been using this book, and I've got a long way to go. I just got up to chapter two, I want to say, or no, chapter three. Chapter three is the sun, the moon, and the ascendant. So I was looking at chapter three, and yeah, I'm up to chapter three. But there's so much to process in this book. But what I was saying is that this deck right here is phenomenal. Like I had I had these decks earlier in my journey, right? Before I actually even got that book, because I'm interested in astrology. Um, so I got these two decks, and I really didn't use them much, um, because I really wanted them for learning purposes, really, to help me learn astrology. So I say that to say this deck here trumps those two decks. I have I have this astrology deck, the Astro OG, and I really purchased this deck because Crystal Banner, I want to support the sister, and they're beautiful. I First of all, I love the backs. And then she keeps it very simple, of course, with the symbols for each of the, but I like the keywords, the main word, and then the keywords underneath it, right? So this is a keeper for me as far as astrology. And as time goes on, I can use this deck regardless. I don't have to. You can use any of these decks. You don't have to be an expert in astrology to use these decks. But I personally want to learn more, so it's going to help me get more from the cards because I'm learning more, about astrology, and that's just my personal preference. But these flashcards I love because when you turn them to the back, it gives you like a quick little keyword synopsis of, and these are flashcards, so they're supposed to be used to like kind of help you get familiar with the energies of the signs, of the houses, of the modalities, of the elements, of the aspects, right? So, but but this deck here that I just purchased from Mystic Monday. So they also have a tarot deck. But this deck here, oh my goodness. First, I want to go through the book really quick, and then I'll show you the cards. And I did make a video earlier, but it was a little sloppy. The cards were not in order. And then when it dawned on me and I sat down and started putting the cards in order, it helped me bring some things together. And I was like, you know what? I should have been doing this while I was recorded it while I was doing this, while I was putting the cards back in order because it helped me process some things. So, anyway, so with astrology, you have your modalities, um, and I wouldn't really be able to explain it in a way that would make sense right now because I'm still learning and I'm still trying to make the connections. But what I do know about, well, from reading the astrology book, right? So from the source, we get the polarity, which is a yin and yang, right? So we get that duality. We get yin and yang from the one source, which breaks into yin and yang, and from the yin and yang, we get the elements: air, fire, air, water, earth. And yang is fire, air. Yin is water, earth. And now from there we get the uh, the zodiac. You get the fire signs, you get your air signs, you get your water signs, you get your earth signs, right? And uh, each one of them represents a particular modality. Like for example, um, at the beginning, every okay, so a cardinal sign starts that season. So like Aries starts the season for the spring season. Aries starts the spring season. Taurus is kind of in the middle. He's stabilizing that spring, stabilizing during that season. And then that's the middle of the season. And then the ending of the season, moving into a new season, is the mutable signs. So again, Cancer starts the season, the summer. And then we have Leo that is in the middle, stabilizer. And then you have the mutable Virgo, which is adaptable. And it goes the same way for the fall season, starts with a cardinal sign. That's the initiator, right? It starts with a cardinal sign and then it goes to a stabilizing, and then it goes a stabilizing energy, and then it goes to mutable energy. And again, when the winter starts, it goes the same thing with the cardinal sign of Capricorn, the more initiator. Then we have the stabilizer, which is Aquarius, and then the mutable sign, which is Pisces. Okay? So yeah, so there's three signs in each season. Then you have the cardinal, the fixed, and they tell you which season. So it says Aries initiates through action, Cancer initiates through devotion, Libra initiates through partnerships, Capricorn initiates through strategy. So this is how they initiate, how they spark things. Okay. Fixed signs stabilize. So Taurus stabilizes through material gains. Leo stabilizes through sense of self. Scorpio stabilizes through emotional depth. And Aquarius stabilizes through logic, right? And then it gives a little explanation here. Like fixed signs are dependable and loyal. They stick to their values and hold strong convictions. Because they uphold tradition, they can be perceived as stubborn. When a fixed sign has made up their mind, it's hard to persuade them otherwise. They can be resistant to change. Fixed signs provide stability, especially when they carve out space for deep work. So yeah, and then the elements, right? And I love how she gives a short thing, but it's like when you're studying it all together, it starts coming together. It starts coming together. And this is not easy. I think I'll be on this for years, for a few years, before I can really say that I mastered understanding my own chart, if I can even do that. But yeah, so here's the elements, and then we go into the zodiac signs, and of course she gives. I just like how she breaks this down. She has the modality, the symbol, the element, the ruler, the tarot card equivalent, uh the mantra I have. Aries is I am. I don't know if you can see these because this lighting is so horrible. But yeah, and I just think this is a really cool um deck. And not only that, look at this. For Pisces, psychic, intuitive, dreamy, and of course the moon card in tarot relates to Pisces. And swimming in the depths of the psyche, Pisces merges the worlds of fantasy and reality. Illusion is a fine friend to this sign. They find comfort in their imagination, a retreat from the dullness everyday life can bring. This fanciful quality can also be used as a form of escapism and avoidance of reality. So Pisces should be careful to keep their head above water when they need to. Pisces can absorb emotions easily. Highly psychic, they can type into They can tap into collective unconscious energy and translate it into their art. Pisces calls on you to tap into your emotions and process your feelings. Connect with the divine. There are messages waiting for you there. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody understands me out there, but this is just so cool for me. Um, to be able to like start understanding some of what this even means. It's like a foreign language. So then you have the houses, and each house, of course, represents something. So and then the sign that rules that house is Aries, and the planet that rules that house is Mars. So it's about the self, the body, and your presence. The first house rules the self and shows key characteristics of your identity. This might include attributes like your appearance and presence. The first house can also indicate behaviors and how you choose to express yourself. This house represents how you are seen by others based on first impressions and the mask you wear to the world. The first house also determines the ascendant sign, as the ascendant is the cusp of the first house. When interacting with the first house, lean into your identity and the ways you choose to express yourself. What sets you apart from everyone else? Well, that was a question. What sets you apart from everyone else? Embrace those qualities. So I just, yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but I think I'm going to really love this deck. So much so, in the 12th house, Karma, Shadow, Secrets, uh, ruled by Pisces and Neptune. So much so that I'm putting these two on my rehome um, list. These two here are going to be on my rehome list. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, this is so cool. I just really love this. Now, this is really like, because those cards don't have everything. This is a 80 deck, 80 card deck. One of them is 50 cards. One of them is, I want to say, 40. One is 56 and one is 50. This is 80. And it has many more aspects. And yeah, so this one has astrological axes. So I'm guessing like north, north, south, east, west. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think that's the axes. The medium coli, the imam coli, the descendant, ascendant, and I'm don't get me to start acting like I know what the heck I'm talking about, because I don't. But I know that this one has to do with your public life, with work and school, and this one has to do with your private life, which is community and environment. This is to do with friends and family. I'm not sure. I want to learn more though, because this is just surface stuff. And then this one is your ascendant, which is your birth and your birth of self. So ascendant, they have a little. I want to go to the descendant and read that. It says opposite the ascendant lies the descendant. And here are the keywords: attraction, relationships, partnership. And it's in the seventh house, cusp. So everyone's descendant is in the seventh house cusp. So what sign is in that seventh house cusp? Opposite, and that tells you the energy in that descendant. Opposite the ascendant lies the descendant. Where the ascendant focuses on me, the descendant focuses on us. It is an axis of partnership and what you seek in one-on-one relationships. The descendant is at the cusp of the seventh house of partnerships, and what crossed the western horizon at the exact moment of your birth. The sign placed here can show the qualities that most attract you to a person. Often the qualities you are attracted to reside in yourself too, just unacknowledged. By embodying your seventh house qualities, you can craft fulfilling relationships and better understand how you relate to others. Child, I'm about to go look at my descendant right now. Right now. Let me go look and see. So it's in the seventh house. Let me go see what sign is in my seventh house. Okay, let me go to my Astro Matrix map app. All right, so in my wait a minute. Okay. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't say that it's my descendant, but I do have Gemini in my seventh house. But let me find out if I can figure out my descendant. Where's seventh house cusp? Oh, that's crazy. So it's Taurus is in my seventh house, is in my this is my descendant. So see y'all, I really good goodness so gracious. I don't know what this. I gotta look this up and see. Cause what did it say here? It said the sign placed here can show the qualities that most attract you to a person. So I got Taurus in this house. Hmm, that's interesting. Cause my daddy's a Taurus. That's interesting. And he's a good guy. My daddy's a good guy. He's a good guy. But I tell you, stability for him, that financial, that material, yes. And yeah, But I'm gonna find see. This is like how I learn. I got my app. Oh, y'all can't see because this light is horrible. Hold on, let me see if I can move it and see. Nope. Oi, let me see. Nope, you still can't see it. All right, let me leave that alone then. Oh, now it looked like it got darker in here. Anyway, so let me lower it down some. All right. So yeah, I'm telling you, this is like how I learn because now I will go back to my book and look up the seventh house and look up Taurus and let me see. Taurus in the seventh house. Can I no, first I'm gonna have to look up Taurus and see what energy that is. Where's that? Wait. Taurus. All right. Mutable. Okay, seventh house. Hmm. Hmm. My need to be resourceful, productive, and stable. I know that's right. Hmm. Child, listen. That's the, but anyway, you see? So, all right. So let me keep going through the cards because I got a lot to learn. So the planets come next. And then the planets, of course, they give you the corresponding tarot card, which they did over there with the sign. See, they give you the corresponding sign. This is interesting. Domicile, exalted, detriment, child. I'm gonna look all this up. Average sign time. Yeah, well, mostly all average is a month. Leo, Aries, Aquarius. See, this is what make me now I want to learn about what this is. Domicile, exalted, and detriment. Like, hmm? Mars, named after the god of war, is the planet of action, passion, and instincts. When you find yourself activated by fear, anxiety, and threats, look to your Mars to see the primal nature of your survival instincts. Sexual desires also fall under Mars rule because of how they are rooted in physicality and the body. Mars activates drive, ambition, and competition, providing the zeal to face challenges head on. Mars's power can be productive or destructive. Use it well. Look, I'm gonna figure this out. But yeah, so yeah. And then you have the asteroids. Got Ceres, Chiron, you got all the asteroids. And I'm gonna show y'all the cards. You got Lilith, you got South oh no, those are modes. Then you have the lunar modes. There's only two of them. There's the north and the south. Then you have the moon phases. You have all of these, right? The new moon, all the phases of the moon, all 8 phases of the moon. And then they include moon void, of course, and supermoon, and solar eclipse, and lunar eclipse. Okay, and then they go into the aspects. Well, okay. How many aspects are there? One, two, three, four, five. No, 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 no. No, they don't have all of these semi. Okay, so one, two, three, four, five, six. Wait. One, two. So they got the conjunction, sextile, square, trine, opposition. I can't pronounce that right now. So yeah, that's how many they have, and each one of them, like, it has to do with how the planets align up with each other, I think. Yeah. Let me see. Aspects are the angles. Yeah, the angles formed between the different celestial bodies in an astrology chart. Oh, so see, this looks like is I can't even say honestly. I don't even want to say. This looks like a square. But that's why this app right here, the Astromatrix app, you can go looking at it and it gives you a little bit more information, and the book, the Astrology for Yourself book. So let me see what it says. Depending on an angle, an aspect can depict a harmonious, neutral, or challenging energy between the planets and can affect how you express their characteristics in your life. Understanding your aspects can heighten your awareness of your innate strength and weaknesses, giving you a blueprint for approaching what may otherwise feel unexplainable. Aspects themselves work in relationship with one another, sometimes harmonizing, other times clashing. They can also illuminate your relationships with other people, revealing what comes easily and what might cause tension. When working with these energies, remember that they are neither inherently good nor bad. They merely offer information to help inform your actions. This work can lead to acceptance of the things you cannot change but are willing to work on for the growth of your cosmic consciousness. Hmm. So yeah, Oz are learning. And then, so after the aspects, you have time travel. That's cool. Interesting. So for the time travel cards, we have transit, we have cusp, we have retrograde, we have planetary return, we have the equinox, and we have the solstice. And that is 80 cards. That is the book of this deck. And I don't think I'm gonna go through all of them like one by one, but these are the 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 modalities, cardinal, fixed, mutable. Then you have the elements, right? The elements, of course. Then you have your zodiac. You have the zodiac, right? Pisces. Then you have your houses. I love the color. I love the fact that it's on a black background, and then the colors just burst forth. And I like the size, very manageable. So these are the houses, and then we get into, what do they call these? Oh my goodness, I forgot what they call the axes, the astrological axes. So, right, we got this one, the ascendant. Those are the 4 astrological axes. Then we have the planets. Okay, and of course the sun and the moon is included there, and the extra Gaia, right? So we have, all right, up to Pluto. Then we have, what did they call these? What did they call the asteroids? The asteroids. Okay, the asteroids. These are the asteroids, and Lilith is the end there. Okay. Then we have the nodes, the 2 nodes, south and north. Then we have the moon phases, the 8 cycles of the moon phases. And again, I'm going to say I do love the colors. I love the colors. of this deck. Right? I don't know if you guys can even see the colors of this deck, but yeah, these are the different cycles. And then within that, you have your moon void, your super moon, your solar eclipse, and your lunar eclipse. Okay? And each one has keywords on the bottom. Then we have conjunctions. So we have the, what do we call these? The aspects. Okay. And depending on how the signs are lined up according to these aspects. Then we have time travel. I didn't even know that. I didn't know there was a category time travel, which I appreciate that. I appreciate and I can understand it. And I like that it comes under that title because, of course, the transits and they're moving. Retrograde is either inertia, it's not moving. It's just slowed down its movement or stopped its movement. Planetary returns, cyclicality, homecoming, progress, so coming back around again. So it's still movement, time movement. The equinox, I want to see, oh, it's about shifts, integration and shifts. So yeah, I just get excited. I'm so excited that I did purchase this deck. And the other deck that I use that helps me um with understanding astrology, like combining it, like this deck, the way this deck reads is like you pick when you're shuffling, you shuffle to get a planet card, a sign, and a house, and you read it like that. Like let me just show you without really shuffling. So I'm gonna pick a sign, a planet, and a house. So the planet goes first, the sign goes second, and the third and the house goes last, right? So if we have Pluto and Leo in the second house, Pluto and Leo in the second house, it's on a spiritual level, it's about resurrect leadership patiently. So whatever is going on, it's like you're going to have to bring that leadership back to the forefront patiently. You're going to have to rebirth that, bring that back out. And on a mental level, it says to get to the heart of the creativeness of what you want. Okay, so Pluto is, to me, Pluto is about is about transition. Pluto is about transformation, of death and rebirth, right? See, look, it says on a physical, do or die. You must do what you want to and get what you need. So it's like a little story. You can, depending on what you're reading, what the energy is that you're reading, what the question is that you're trying to answer, whether, it's for your own personal reasons or whether it's for someone else that you're guiding. And I do want to say that I do not take guiding other people lightly. I do not take it. It took a long time before, and I had to listen deep within to move me to help others. But because I'm already a teacher, because by nature, I'm going to say that I am a teacher. That is I've been doing it. It just comes naturally. Like it just comes naturally, and I feel that I'm glad, I'm thankful, I'm grateful that I was gifted to be able to guide others, you know. I can't guide everybody, but those whom are drawn to me and those who spirit sends my way, um and of course I try every spirit that comes my way. Um yeah. But anyway, the astrology part of it. So even with these cards, it helps me gain a better understanding of astrology. And as time goes on, I'll start making connections and greater understandings as it relates to astrology and the houses and the aspects and the planets and the energy that's in the planet. I mean, that's in the house, because the house is like They make it so simple in this book. Oh my goodness. The house. Let me see. Reading your house, your planets by sign and houses, right? Okay, locate each planet, asteroid, other significant points on your birth chart. But there was something, I love the way they said it. I know I underlined it, so let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. All right. It says the sign describes how the planetary energy is being expressed, while the house position tells us where the action is taking place. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say that again. The sign, right? Whatever sign it is, Leo, Sagittarius, whatever, Aries, the sign describes how the planetary energy is being expressed. So if the planet, while the house position tells us where the action is taking place. So I promise you, I just keep working with that right there, and it's gonna help me connect it. But when you read more of all of this book really breaks it down. I love it. I can't. There's I would not recommend any other book but this book right now for beginners. So this is my little astrology journey on how I am slowly progressing, understanding astrology. I know I got a long way to go. I won't be doing anybody's astrological birth charts or uh daily astrology readings. No, no, nah, not me. But one other deck before I go, guys. One other deck before I go is the Oracle of Ascendance. Now, it is not specifically um astrological. It's not solely astrological. It's more of a symbolic deck, more symbolism. So it has the chakras, it has the tree of life, the 10 child, I'm not even gonna seraph it. I'm not even gonna chop it up. But it's something that I really want to learn. So this has some extra looks of Malkuth, right? They do have the planets, they do have the zodiac. They have other like powerful symbolism from different cultures, which I like. Yeah, they have hexagrams, they have the stars, the different like 6, 7, 8, 9 pointed stars and 10 pointed. The Eye of Horus, so the elements, and I have yet to learn this deck. Um, but these are one of my study decks. The one where you got to sit down and study it and read the book and cross reference and probably even research, Google some stuff. But yeah, it's not specifically astrology, but it does have a lot of the astrological uh symbolism, right? Planetary, zodiac. I don't think it had I don't think it had but even the chakras are really quite interesting, and that's a whole nother video that I'll get into because I love, and if I didn't already make a video like that. But guys, I know this is long. Let me know what you guys think. Um, let's share if you guys are learning astrology and you want someone to talk to about it who's learning astrology and just as excited to learn it. I'm that one. I'm that one. So let me know what you guys think. Enjoy your evening.